YouTube, my name's Lance and welcome to Bundy Bear's Shed. Well, what's the weather like in Bundaberg? Look, it's alright at the moment. In a few days we've got a big burst of hot weather coming through and they're expecting low 40s. So at 38 degrees C, for those in the States, that's 38 and a bit's 100 Fahrenheit, so we get up to 40 odd, it'll be, I don't know, 105, 110, something like that. But it's not here quite yet, and so I'm taking the opportunity to get up the shed and do some stuff. And look, you get a few fans going and keep the air circulating when it's hot, and it's not too bad, but the humidity rattles your chain sometimes. But look, we're happy to live here. Yeah, we enjoy it. So sometimes we enjoy it more than others when it's stinking hot. But look, that's fine. It's at least it's going to be sunny, and next week, this coming week, on Thursday, Judy and I are sneaking away from work for a day or so, and going to leave the kids here to feed the dogs and all that sort of thing. And we're heading a couple of hours west, about 3 hours west, to Bundy Dam. And look, that's out near a town called Proston. And if you look on the map between Bundaberg and Kangaroo, you'll see a little town called Wandi. Well, you turn off at Wandi, head north from there to Proston. So Bundy Dam's there. We're having an old bastards camp there again, and so yeah, a few of my mates and me rallies, we're all rolling in to bloody play up a little bit and get up a bit of mischief and have some fun. So pardon me. So next week, who knows what the stew will be? We might be out in the boat bobbing around pretending to catch a fish. So Judy and I, we're not taking the caravan, we're just hopping in the back of the Colorado. I've got that camping body on the back of the collie, so we're going to take the boat up behind the collie and we'll camp in there. And we've got a Makita fan and a few things to keep the wind circulating, but apparently Wednesday, Thursday, Friday it's going to be bloody hot. So yeah, so perhaps camping near the water, we might get a bit of benefit of that, but if not, we'll keep our fluids up. I've been getting into the Coronas lately. Oh, geez, they're good gear. And I was on Miller's Chilled, and I seem to have bits of fads. I'll go to Great Northerns and drink nothing else for months. But anyway, they got Coronas on special up the pub at the moment. So yeah, Coronas it will be with a few lemons. But normally when you drink gold beer, which is a 3.5% alcohol, is our gold. You drink that, then you jump onto Coronas or Great Northern Heavies or something like that. But rattles your chain a little bit. But I'm working my way through it. I'm having a good go. So anyway, yeah, we're going to go camping next weekend and take the fishing rods, and we're meeting up with two of my nephews over there, and their kids, and plus the old bastards. My mate Drew and a few of the others. Jody and Dave and Daz and Deb, and a few, just a group of us. We're bits of rat bags when we get together, and you come home with sore guts from laughing, but you have a great time, and it takes all your worries away. And so yeah, next stew might be a little bit different, so we'll just see what happens anyway. But look, you'll notice I'm in a different spot in Bundy Bear's Shed today, and I'm down this end. This is just the other end of Bundy Bear's Shed. You can see the glare behind me as the open back door. Well, that's the front door of Bundy Bear's Shed really, but I come down this end. This is where I've hidden all the shelves we made, and we've got them painted up and waiting for the builders at Bundy Bear's Shed. And but the reason I'm up here is to show you what I've done here. Now, for Bundy Bear's Shed, at Queensland Tractor Spares in at the shop, where the fellas sit the main counter, we bought some big black drawers, and they were the same brand as these, and the GUFO brand. And look, we just bought them off eBay, and I thought just for a set of drawers to sit behind the fellas, they're not going to be moved around. We're not going to put the wheels on them. We bought some 61-inch roll cabs, and the Chinese brand is a goof for. And look, I've seen snap-on ones that are the same shape, same drawer configuration, so These being Chinese, fair chance they've knocked off the design of the whole thing, but not to worry. So look, in the shop there I bought two 61-inch ones, just the bottom sections, and we can put them there for parts for the fellas, and then where the slat wall is we can put like a display of, oh no, we're sort of thinking Fergie panels or something like that above it. And I was just talking to the electrician the other day, and we're going to drop some downlights in there so we can shoot it across onto it and just have a bit of a feature wall behind the bloke. So anyway, the toolboxes turned up, got them off eBay, and the company that we get them off on eBay is iBase Trading, and they're in Brisbane in Queensland. So well, that's where I got them out of anyway. There may be other branches, but yeah, look, we got the first lot up, and I thought, geez, they're all right. They were quite heavy and really well packed and that. So for Bundy Bear's shed, recently I've sold 3 engines recently, and I sold one engine, and I bought the little D-bit grinder and cutter and grinder, and anyway, the other day I sold another one, and the reason I sold that was to finance these toolboxes. So what I've done, I've gone and bought a 41-inch roll cab with 11 drawers in it, and a 41-inch top box with 8 drawers in it. And they're the same brand as we bought before, the Gufo. Might be bloody, mightn't be how you say it, but that's what we do it. But look, a few things I've been impressed with. I've had to buy them, they're not sponsored or anything like that, but when you get them and you go to unpack them, all the corners have got this big heavy cardboard stuff around them. Oh, to start with the box, each box, like you get the box, you can see here, that's the top box and that's the bottom box. And each box comes with pallet racking, or, you know, like a bit of a cardboard pallet there, with a lip about so high to protect it if they miss with the forks even. And then you have the top box here, so you slide that off like you're buying a fridge or a washing machine. You know, you just lift the box off, and then once you get in there, you have a plastic bag, a big plastic bag over the whole lot, which seals it. And then you have this thick cardboard, like that's 15 mil, I suppose. What have we got here? 5/8, 16 mil. So yeah, you have this 16 mil cardboard all around it, all the way, and then you have these corners all the way. So look, it's really well packed, and I was quite surprised with it that it was packed so well. Then for the bottom drawers here, they supply very heavy duty casters, and like that's 6 mil, so 1/4 inch, and they're very heavy casters, and they come with the ones with the brakes and all that. So you put 2 fixed ones at one end and the casters at the other. But I'm probably not going to use that, as I'll use the casters as when we get the shipping container home and we set that up as our little machine shop just for filming and things like that. Well, we'll probably sit these direct on a nice big piece of ply, so that the box, I know they're made to be supported on the 2 wheels, on the 4 wheels, sorry. I know they're meant to be supported there, but I just thought, in there, if I drop something, the shit of a thing will roll right under there and it'll never be seen again, and chips will build up under them and all that. So what we're going to do is get a bit of 3/4, 19 mil, 20 mil form ply. Form ply is the ply with a shiny top and a shiny bottom for concreting, and but it's got good glues and that in it, so it doesn't come apart. It's a bit more robust and whiteout resistant, all that sort of thing, and to a point. And so we've got to sit these boxes on the floor in the container once we move into the new shop. So it's not a bad thing. They come with the round keys for the top and bottom. You can lock the whole lot up. The drawers, they don't just come open, they've got got a little spring clip there, so, and that holds them shut. So yeah, to lift them you've actually got to lift the handle, lift it up a little bit to get them. And look, another feature, there's on the top of the box here, I'll shift you around a little bit, and that's not too bad, is it? You don't need my mug in it all the time. And as with the top of the box here, with this lip at the front here, you're not actually, you can actually see your sockets and things like that that you put in the top here. So, yeah, on some of the other boxes I've had, you lift the top up, but then you got this front lip, which is, yeah, you gotta, it's harder to see into it. And another feature is there's little spring clips here, and you can actually pop them out and take the top off if you just want it as a fixed cabinet. So look, I'm quite pleased with them. Yeah, I bought 3 of them. I'll shift this camera over again so I can see the monitor, see what I'm up to. And I'm such a good looking rooster, yeah, I've got to stay in there. Yeah. Right, I've shifted the camera to try and get rid of that glare that was right behind me there. It looked like it had a halo really, didn't it? Because that's, yeah. Alright. Look, when I got these boxes, I thought, oh, the side of them might have been a bit thin. You know, the frame was a bit thin. So I actually got the micrometer out and I've measured drawers and I've measured the roll cabs and things like that. And I just thought they felt thin compared with some of my other boxes. So I got the micrometer out and off I've gone, and these have a powder coated finish on them. And so I measured these, and these are a little bit over 50 thou thick, the metal. And that includes the powder coating. Now, I don't know how thick the powder coating is, but it seems to have a reasonable coat on it. But I went and I've got a snap-on roll cab, about a 30-inch roll cab that I keep all my lathe tools and that in. And so I got the mic up and I went and measured that, and it's exactly the same. But in saying that, I think the paint's a bit thicker, a bit thinner on the snap-on one. It doesn't seem to be powder coated because it's an older one. But I think the paint's a bit thicker on this one. So, which gives us, it gives us about 1.2mm thickness for the steel here. And the snap-on one was the same. So the young fellow here's got a king chrome one, so I went and measured that, and that was the same as well. So it looks like 1.2mm, or around 50 thou is the go. Hang on, I'll get my verniers out. What's 1.2 in miles an hour? So we go 1. Yeah, so if it was 1.2, yeah, you're looking at 47, 48 thou. So look, it measured the same thickness as the snap-on one, but I don't know, I just feel it flexes a bit more than the snap-on one. So not to worry, I'll see. But if you're thinking of buying one of these for a ute, with the seam welds and all here, I don't think they'd be any good in a vehicle. They're alright, like for what I'm doing, I believe they'll be great. We're just going to sit them in the floor there, and once we start filling them up with tools, well, they won't move anywhere. So anyway, look, I bought 3 of them, 3 of the full setup, so that gives me 121 inches across the wall of tool storage. And look, I can fill that up. I tell you, I've got big drafting drawers full of shit. I've got fridge with the heap in it. I've got cupboards. I've got snap-on roll cabs with bits and pieces in it. So yeah, I've got stuff jumbled into drawers, like milling tools and that, jumbled into drawers just to keep them out of the humidity of the air, because I do have trouble with that here, of keeping things rust free with the humidity we have. But anyway, I've used a lot of WD-40 type products for that sort of thing too. So that's been the major purchase for the week. These toolboxes, 3 of them, they were $899 each, so plus freight. So by the time we got the 3 of them from Brisbane, they were $100 each freight. So look, it was $3,000 for the 3 of them. and it was an investment. I specifically sold that engine to buy good tool storage, so I believe they're good tool storage. If there was going to be a complaint, these little emblems on the front are stuck on with this double-sided tape stuff, and one of them fell off. So I think I'll be taking them all off, and with a black background. I might even get another stencil made, or a couple of little Bundy Bears Shed vinyl stickers and put on them just because I can. Yeah, that's about all. So look, that's our major purchase. Now, when I bought the tool cutter and grinder, which I must have had for a month now, I suppose, maybe more, I jumped on Evil Bay and I went and bought a heap of HSS round. And the reason I went and bought a heap of that was to practice making D-bits, and yeah, why have the grinder and not know how to make your own tools and things like that, so to make boring bars and things like that. So I've got some 6mm that's 200mm long, 1/4 inch to others, and I've got 6mm that's 100mm long, and I've got 8, 10 and 12mm and at 100mm long. So they're just HSS slugs, and I bought them just so I can yeah, just learn how to make my own bits. I see on Stefan's site, you know, he ground them to have a little dovetail cutter and things like that for the fitting a test indicator. So it's certainly able to be done. I just got to learn how to do it. But anyway, that's not a worry. We'll get there. It's not a race. And well, another thing, buying these toolboxes, the snap-on roll cab I have up the other end there's a red one, and I've got an old cheap shit toolbox on it that's got drills and things. It's fallen apart. So this is going to replace some of those. And what I think we'll do then is I'll make a nice base for just a ply base or a wooden base of some sort for the top of that roll cab, and then I'm going to make the roll cab the base or the bench for the tool cutter and grinder, and that way I can have the grinder up top there. I'm going to make the top stick out a little bit so any grinding dust doesn't want to get into the drawers, and then the drawers down under it I can put the accessories and the grinding wheels and all that sort of thing. So that'll be alright too. We'll get the D-bit grinder up in our new shop, in the new shipping container shop when we get it done. And the whole idea is to get it up around the house so I can do more of a night, instead of coming here with the big high bay lights and all that sort of thing. So I'll have a nice air conditioned shop. One end of it I'm going to have a desk that's going to be my home office, and where I do all my editing, my software and all that sort of thing. And we'll have tool storage in there for the milling tools and my little lathe and my little mill, or my mill, I've only got one, and it'll go way down the other end near the big doors, so we can sweep out and we can do all that. We can have forklift access to bring the bits in. So we haven't got council approval for that yet. It's coming up 3 weeks now. God, they're tired bastards, aren't they? Yeah, you got to pay your money straight up. You know, $400 just to ask them, can you extend your carport, and then yeah, you just got to wait 3 weeks, and they no communication at all with you. So anyway, look, we'll get there with it all. I've tried to get some footage this week of the renovations in town, but it's been a busy week in there, and every time I took the camera in, someone started hammering, or they'd use a nail gun, boom, boom, and bloody. So I'm going to make a trip in this weekend sometime before I publish the stew, and I'll take you for a walk around while it's done. I can't go in this morning. The electrician's doing the first fit this morning, and the air conditioning man's in there sorting out the drains and getting ready. My office has a new single split system aircon, and the new admin office next door gets one, and then there's a store, which is just a document storage room, and that's where all our data, we've actually, I suppose you all know about it, but it's new to me, we've actually got to put a 4-foot high chassis in there to put all our electronic gear and the new phone systems and we're getting it wired up for security cameras and extra Wi-Fi. We're going to have very strong Wi-Fi there that'll run through the building better. We've just got all the new printers this last week, so the old printers have been playing up a bit, and we've been trying to work with them in the shipping container there, just to try and just to make them last until we get in, because we'd like to move in with the new printers and the new phone systems and the new whole kit and caboodle. So but anyway, this chassis, it's where all the data heads back to, and then they can slide sandwiches of all the rubbish out and put it back in again. So and yeah, we're putting TV points up behind the counter, so if we ever want to put a display screen or there's something interesting on, the cricket or something, we can have that on through the day. We're getting another TV put up in my new office up there, up in the corner there, so I can pretend I'm working and watch the cricket or watch something. And but anyway, all LED lights going through, and yeah, so we've been having meetings all week with floor covering people and the electricians and the data cabling blokes and the air conditioning blokes and all that. So we were thinking of putting an epoxy coating on the floor, and it'd come in at like $11,000 just to do the showroom, nothing else. So we thought, oh, we wouldn't really do that, so we thought it was a bit above our budget. So I've got into one floor covering mob in town here, Floor Me, and they've come in with a quote of to put an industrial vinyl. It's a speckledy vinyl, like an industrial one that you'd have in a shopping centre or something. And so they're putting that in. Oh well, they're not putting that in. I haven't given the go ahead. I nearly died when I got the quote. But in the past, see, our floors have been painted, and then where we've taken the walls out, where the ramset nails, where there's little divots in there. So what has to happen is to get this industrial floor covering on, we've got to actually sand the entire concrete area and get the top off and get it smooth, then fill all these things and sand it all flat before we can glue this industrial vinyl on. So the bill's $9,000 for that. So but in that, once we go up the stairs, there's a 1 metre walkway in the industrial vinyl. But then when you get into the admin office, in my office, we're going for a different type of vinyl, like a floorboard look vinyl, just so it feels more homely, less industrial. So anyway, I'm getting a couple other quotes on that. I thought, I don't know, you get out of touch really, don't you? So I thought that was a fair bit of loot. And so, but anyway, when you're doing these big projects, I think you just don't worry about the money in the end. You just keep flicking her out. Yeah. It's like having a big boat, you know. Yeah, boat stands for break out another 1,000, so you keep flicking money at it. So look, I will go in, and there'll be a bit of footage in the stew of that. I've got a little bit of footage from last week on that adapter I made, the Carby pellet that I made, and I did bolt the top down on a Carby for a fella and skim the top across. It was about 25 there out roughly, something like that. So there's a bit of footage of that. So by the time I flap my gums at the front here, and you see a little bit of that, and then I take you for a walk around the shop, that'll about be it. But anyway, this week I do hope to drill that pallet out. I've got a brand new Carby there, 24T Carby, and I am hoping to set that up in the mill and do the same as I did to the other. You know, just copy the holes across, and so that way both Zenith Carbies can go on. And I was talking to a bloke yesterday, and he's got a buggered Holly Carby off a TE20, and which we can't even buy parts for him at the moment. So he's thinking of putting a new Carby on, and if he does, I've asked him, can I have his old one in bits, and then if we do get a Holly one, I can work on getting a bush and a shaft sort of made for them, so we can keep people going with them. And the laser cutting the gaskets, that's where that would come in handy. Marcus has offered to do a few cuts. He said he'd probably do it this weekend, I think, so he might do a few gasket cuts with his laser. That'll give him a couple of videos. And so yeah, head over and see Marcus. He'll put it up, and when he does, I'll put a link to it anyway. And yeah, give him a bit of a run. And I think his channel's JB from Oz. So yeah, he understands all that stuff. I'm yet to learn all that. So anyway, look, that's going to be it for the stew for the moment. Thanks for watching. If you got this far with me mumbling along here, please like, subscribe, watch a couple of ads for me. That's what funds the place. And we'll catch you next week, eh? Right, now to use this pallet we made, or this mount, or adapter, whatever you like to call it, that we made the other day. So we're going to, the reason we made it is to work on these little Zenith Carbies that we have on the Ferguson tractors. So I've bolted the top of this Zenith 28G down, and we have a bow in here. So from pulling these bolts up tight with a thick gasket, probably too thick a gasket, this is actually sitting like that, low in the centre, high at each end. So what we'll do, we'll start up the mill, and now we've got it bolted down, we've got it clamped on top of the bolts on these Allen head screws here. I have it clamped on top of the Allen head screws, so we're not doing any damage to the carby or the bracket that we just made. So let's start him up, and we'll just touch off, get him set up, and see how we go. Alright, we'll lock him up there. So you can see we've touched at the top, or at each end, but we haven't yet touched in the middle. So we'll zero our DRO out. Excuse my arm, we'll drop. We'll only drop 5 there, eh? There's 5. We'll do a run back across and see. We want to take as little as possible off this surface. So even at that, we have a total of 12.5 there. We're touching all across the front here, and this is clamped down true and parallel, but we still, just around the venturi there, we have about 1/8 of an inch touching, and the rest isn't, so we'd have to do another run. And total cut 12.5 there we're sitting at the moment. So we'll go down a bit. We'll go another 5, and that'll take us to 17 thou in total. We still have just a slight little rough edge at the back there that we're not touching. I might just run across that with like a 1 or 2 thou or something like that. We'll take it up so there's a total taken off from the start of 20 thou, and there we are there. So yeah, there you go. It was easy for me to say. That's a total by my dow row on the quill of 21 thou from start to finish. That's a nice job. Nice and smooth all the way. We've got a good finish on it. We do have to do a little bit of deburring around the edge here. Now those little shavings there, I'm wondering next time I might try with a little high-speed cutter and a fly mill and a fly cutter. Okay, we'll go and tidy this up and do a bit of deburring and things like that.